Hello Internet, it's TheRoschi and I'm back with another reaction. Admittedly, a little late to the party. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Navia's teaser and character demo. Navia is a very cool character, or at least she seems that way. Great design, her animations, beautiful. She was a lot of fun when I got to try her out in the trial. That was neat, but I didn't pull for her because I have to save for my beloved. However, let me know in the comment section down below if you pulled for Navia and what are your opinions about her? What do you think? How do you feel? But anyway, going forward, I'm going to be watching these pretty much back to back, and I'll leave my commentary for the second half of the video. Now, before we begin, a special thank you to Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co for sponsoring this video. If you've been to my channel before, then you know that I used to live in Japan, and Japan is an amazing place to be. But to get there is not the easiest thing for everyone. But with Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co, you can experience a little bit of Japan from the comfort of your home. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box. You will get up to 20 of exclusive, limited edition, and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. Celebrate the new year with Tokyo Treat's New Year's Snack and Party Box. It's filled with snacks inspired by Japan's Oshogatsu or New Year's holiday, such as Lucky, Red and White Kit Kat, Agemochi or deep fried mochi snacks, Itomen Yamaimo Soba, and many more. They tell you the snack name, they have a little snippet of the snack, and then they give you that information that you need to whether or not you can eat it, depending on your allergies. For example, the Good Luck Taiyaki. Did you know that Tai or sea bream are symbols of luck and wealth in Japan? I do now. We added this crispy taiyaki snack with a smooth, chocolatey center to bring luck this year. Common allergens: wheat, dairy, soy. May contain traces of egg, peanuts. Suitable for vegetarians? Yes. That's pretty cool that they do that. And you know what? I want to try that right now. It's so cool. Oh, it's so nostalgic for me. Oh, wow. You can smell the chocolate like immediately. The moment I open this thing, I just got like hit in the face with that chocolatey smell. I'm a chocolate fiend, so I gotta go for this, right? Look at this guy. So this is like a wafer, and it's gonna have that chocolatey cream on the inside. You can kind of see it seeping out from the side already. I'm gonna eat this fish. Oh my god. If you like wafer and chocolate, this is top tier. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay, how about this one? Nagoya donuts. We included these pillowy, soft, and mildly sweet bean donuts, perfect for a New Year's party. Red beans are eaten on New Year's in Japan to ward off bad luck and bad vibes. Common allergens: wheat, egg, dairy, soy. Suitable for vegetarians? Yes. Okay, let's try a donut. Oh, we got our donut. Ooh, oh man, I wish I had a coffee or a tea with me right now. This is gonna go really good with that. You know, if you got the Sakura Co box, you too could have tea to go along with snacks like this. Let's give this a try. I'm gonna actually break this in half. Oh, look at that. It even had a seam so you could do it too. You got that red bean center right there. Looking good. We're gonna try it. Oh yeah. Taste of Japan. How about ooh, kabayaki taro jerky. I love eel, so I'm gonna try this out. This smells really good. Okay. Okay. I see you, Japan. I see you, Tokyo Treat. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You know, I've never had eel jerky before, but I like jerky in general, and I like eel, so it just makes sense that I would like this. I know it might not be for everyone, but I highly recommend at the very least trying it. Japan has some very unique snacks. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of snacks, and good quality ones at that. So this is super nostalgic for me. I love this. I'm really happy with the product that they sent. I'm seeing some stuff that I've missed that I can't get here in America, or at least not easily. And there's other stuff that I haven't even tried or seen before. And it's just, it feels good. So if you're at all interested in this, I highly recommend checking it out. And you can do that by going to the link in the description or the pinned comment down below. And if you decide to get a subscription, I want to help you out. So use my code ROSCHI, ROSCHI, for $5 off of your first purchase. If you're interested in Japanese snacks at all, I highly recommend trying this out. Once again, thank you to Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co for sponsoring this video. But now, on to the reaction.
This invitation is yet to be sent. He doesn't have a fixed residence, so addressing the letter has proved problematic.
Don't worry, I'll deliver it. If you find the target, report to me.
Yes, mademoiselle.
Oh. Spina di Rosula Special Delivery Squad! Mission accomplished! What would a banquet celebrating Poisson's reconstruction be without you? Come on, partner. Let's go!
Okay. Huh. That was interesting and not quite what I expected. I'm definitely gonna have to return to this and just kind of look it over a little bit more, just to see if there's anything that I obviously missed, which I probably do. I do it all the time. At this point in time, people have gotten to meet Navia in the story, but I don't really know what her personality is like or anything, really. But it seems like she has power. She has people working for her, but she looks like a figure of importance in some case. Originally, I thought maybe she was going to be like some kind of celebrity, but she was running about trying to deliver stuff, so there's probably more to it than that. Regardless, I'm going to be looking at this from more of an artsy perspective. Let's just get into her character demo.
Boss, we have a lead on that no-good thief. They call him the Sea Shadow. This is his arrest warrant. Unfortunately, he's got a good nose. He's unpredictable too, which is how he's eluded us thus far.
Stop, you thief! Get back here! How's he so fast?
Going somewhere? Hey there! Chat! Coming at ya! This one's got your name on it!
Gotta cut my losses.
He's one step ahead. Thank you! So what if you flee by sea? Come on, lads, more speed!
Please, boss, put your umbrella away!
A proper send-off! Ready to admit defeat? Let's get you to the guards.
Boss? We might need to get him to a doctor first.
Yup. I really liked her character demo. And the thing I think I liked the most about it was just its fluidity, for a lack of a better word. Most of these teasers and demos tell stories, but this one, from start to finish, was just sharing a simple story while at the same time showcasing what she does. But before I get too carried away with the demo, because I really want to talk about it, I also don't want to forget about the teaser. So let's go back a little bit, and I want to address some things that I saw in that. The first thing I noticed, other than the style that all these Genshin Impact teasers are in, is that Navia is very flashy with everything she does. Like, to the point where it's unnecessary. For example, flipping the envelope in her hands. Totally unnecessary. Is it badass? Yeah, I enjoyed that. And getting around with her umbrella, jumping from a building, using it as a parachute. And then later in the character demo, she even has animations where she will throw on her sunglasses. Just for style points. Why not? The sunglasses just come out and it's like, you know, you're in a constant state of deal with it. Let's talk about Navia's design. I love her color scheme. She's got navy blue, black, gold, yellow, white, and even some lighter blue in there. The yellow ribbons, flowers, her blonde hair, all of that stuff really works well with the darker colors, especially since blues and yellows are complementary. She's got curls and frills and flowy bits, so her animations in general are really great because you kind of just see that flow of movement, how she starts and stops and things follow behind that. She's one of these characters that the longer I look at, the more I discover. She's got the flowers and ribbons and like, oh, but there's a lot of ribbons, like a lot of ribbons just stacked up on each other. It's not just a band, but it's a band of ribbons around her hat. Oh, and then there's a feather right there and a flower. Wait, these aren't ribbons behind the flower. Well, there's one ribbon, but then there's more flowers. And then she's got ribbons around her arms, both in the dark blue and the yellow. And then she's got these sleeves or these frills. Actually, these frills are definitely flower shaped. They look like they're petals themselves. These are like buckles, but they don't necessarily buckle to anything, but it's still rad. Well, now I'm looking up at her hat again. Look, I don't know, is that metal? Does she seriously have a metallic flower-like net under her hat? She also wields an umbrella, and that too has similarities to flowers because of how they open and such, right? And the flowers and ribbons show up in other parts of this teaser as well. For example, when she is looking for Ether through the telescope, she's looking around, and when she notices, she has the little happy realization, and to show that through the animation, instead of just showing like an exclamation point, it's just these flowy flower and ribbon shapes, just wow. I also just looked up Navia's name right now. Turns out that it means water goddess and beautiful, which makes sense. You know, we're in Fontaine, it's the water level. She is a very beautiful character. And also, apparently in Sanskrit, it translates to rose that has blossomed. And this makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of flowers. I'd now like to talk about more of the visuals, such as the comic panels. There's quite a few of them in this. We got your white borders, but we even have these black ink streaks lining where the borders would go. And these streaks keep shifting back and forth between 2, 3, maybe 4 frames or so of different ink marks to give it this sketchy feel to it, which is very interesting because having a comic or a storyboard, you are putting things in a specific order to tell a story, yet they decided to have these ink marks, so it gives this impression of this rough feel. The other thing that I liked is that within these comic panels there are these transitions where there's this wipe effect, almost like a brush stroke, except in all of these images, all of this, there are these half-tone dots like you would see in a retro comic panel. So let's just think about this for a second. It's pretty wild. You have these white borders for comic panels to show you the structure, yet they have this overlay of inky streak marks that keep changing because it's very sketchy and unsteady. And then we are filling this image with these smooth brush strokes, but with this digital effect because you have this old retro half-tone dot layer as well. When I watched this teaser, there is a bit of a roller coaster going on. And maybe you're asking, what do you mean? It was just her searching for Ether. It's whatever. But listen, We start off and it starts off looking like every other Genshin Impact teaser. Not a problem, they have a very unique style, it's kind of cool. But it changes slightly as we continue. During the montage segment, when it has the comic panels and the halftones and the sketchy ink borders, it feels like there's this sense of uncertainty. Then these effects last all the way up to the point until Navia spots Ether. Look at the image before and then look at her point of view looking at Ether. It returns to the specific style that we had in the very beginning of the teaser. And then she glides on down towards him with the umbrella and it's the same shot. Everything is composed again. There isn't this uncertain feel anymore. When I looked at this originally, I was kind of like, this teaser, there's not a lot to it. At least it's kind of bare bones. Visually though, it tells that deeper story of how Navia probably feels on the inside. And with how the teaser ends with Navia reaching out to the Traveler, calling them partner, is really cool. And I think it even solidifies my point more of how there was this uncertainty and stuff, and how once she finds the person she's looking for, and like just now there's that sense of security. I found you, it's a success, it's comfortable now. Although she seems very happy and on top of things, usually the happiest people are the people who have gone through the worst. You won't know what happiness feels like if you've never gone through sadness. So I'm sure there might be some dark past or insecurities, something like that, which I will discover on my own someday. But yeah, that's just my take on it. So watching this demo, I got the feeling that Navia runs some kind of organization. It seems that Navia is doing good deeds, but maybe in a more rougher, vigilante-esque way. Like if you think about Batman, for example, I feel like Navia is similar to that, but more so instead of just a single person doing it, it's a group where she has her own people that she sends out to take care of jobs to help in keeping justice on track within Fontaine. The public police officers are attuned to that. They know about that, and that they don't necessarily go out and talk about this organization that Navia runs, but they are very much aware and work hand in hand in some ways. And the reason I say that is because I read the description of this demo. Although the Spina di Rosalia, I can't pronounce that, operates efficiently, the result achieved are often proportional to the ruckus caused. Occasionally, when the scene gets out of control, a Melusine officer would hurriedly step in to intervene by stating, now everyone, please don't panic. They're just filming the latest crime movie." So maybe Navia is a very famous person, a very wealthy person, possibly maybe even is a celebrity like I thought within Fontaine, and that this is kind of like their Batman gig, if you will. She works on the side of justice, however, she does things her own way, and that can get kind of messy, but results are results. You kind of got the feeling of that too, especially at the end of this, when they're like, how about we get a doctor for this guy? Kind of beat the crap out of him. What I wanted to say about this too is that I love the flow of it, how we start underground and you have that cutscene of them running, and then they appear into another location, and then a fight breaks out, and the scenery and characters that would be duking it out match what was in the cutscene prior to it, and then it goes into the next point and they kind of repeat that a few times. Stakes get a little higher, they introduce like the mech thing, and it's just a really cool setup, and it tells a obvious story, but they tell it in a way where everything just matches up really well. In other character demos, I feel like you kind of like see the setting, you get to the character, they would say something cool or badass, and then it would just cut to a completely different scene of them showing off their moves. But here it actually flowed better. Navia's got her deal with it sunglasses on throughout this. She's got tricks with her umbrella, which were insane. And I actually really liked even the villain characters' animations, you know, running down the alley, knocking stuff over, throwing things behind him to try to like get people off his tail. You have him coming around corners, skidding on his feet, trying to like, you know, rebalance himself so he can keep on running, stuff like that. I also really enjoyed the Lynette cameo because Lynette's awesome. I just like that she was there and she was able to assist a lot by a simple, you know, like that's great. I love that. I like it when characters make appearances together and you can kind of see them interact. I don't know what it is, but Genshin Impact, they definitely are stepping up their game for these characters. At the very least, the animations for these characters. For example, you have Neuvillette. Neuvillette is pretty static for the most part from what I've seen, but he has some crazy eye candy going on if you're using his abilities. You got Wriothesley, who's the Catalyst user, but he's punching the daylights out of people, and it's so cool and very different from a lot of other people. You have Furina, who literally goes through clothing changes mid abilities. And now Navia, where she has so many style points that she doesn't know what to do with them. She's whipping out an umbrella and blasting people. She's got her claymore weapon, which is an axe, which is still pretty cool and, you know, pretty unique in design as well. Her elemental burst is the line of cannons behind her that go off. That's from something, right? What is that a reference to? Because I completely forgot, but it's at the tip of my tongue, and I think it's from something. Like an old poster, I'm not sure, but if it is something and you know what it is, let me know. Now, after seeing all this, I'm even more excited to one day meet her in the story when I finally get to Fontaine. It's still going to take a while, but still looking forward to it. Well, that's it from me. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it very much. If you enjoyed this video, then please support me by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, sharing, commenting, all that jazz. If you would like to support me in other ways, you can check the description for ways to financially do so, and I would greatly appreciate it. Every little bit counts. Let me know what you think about Navia in the comment section down below. And until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna snack on the rest of this for footage or something while there's voiceover. So, yeah. It really is good. It really is.